The Life and Sad Ending of Carly Simon. Simon was born June 25, 1945, in the Bronx borough of New York City. Her father, Richard L. Simon, was the co-founder of Simon and Schuster and a classical pianist who often played Frédéric Chopin and Ludwig van Beethoven at home. Her mother was Andrea Heinemann Simon, a civil rights activist and singer. Her father was from a German Jewish family, while her maternal grandfather Frédéric was of German descent. Her maternal grandmother, Ofelia Oliete, known as Chibi, was a Catholic originally from Cuba, and was of Pardo heritage, a freed slave descendant. Ofelia was raised primarily in England by nuns until the age of 16. Simon was raised in the Riverdale neighborhood of the Bronx, and has two elder sisters, Joanna and Lucy, and a younger brother, Peter. They were raised as nominal Roman Catholics, according to a book of photography Peter published in the late 1990s. Simon has stated that when she was 7 years old, a family friend in his teens sexually assaulted her. She stated, "It was heinous," adding, "It changed my view about sex for a long time." Simon began stuttering severely when she was 8 years old. A psychiatrist tried unsuccessfully to cure her stuttering. Instead, Simon turned to sing and songwriting. Simon's career began with a short-lived music group with her sister Lucy, as the Simon Sisters. They were signed to Cap Records in 1964, and released 2 albums for the label that year, beginning with their debut album, Meet the Simon Sisters. They had a minor hit with the lead single, Winkin', Blinkin' and Nod, a children's poem by Eugene Field that Lucy had put to music. Their second album, Cuttlebug, quickly followed. Simon was signed by Jack Holzman to Elektra Records in 1970. She released her self-titled debut album, Carly Simon, in March 1971. The album contained her breakthrough top 10 hit That's the Way I've Always Heard It Should Be, which peaked at number 10 on the Billboard charts, and earned Simon a nomination for Best Female Pop Vocal Performance at the 14th Annual Grammy Awards. The album itself peaked at number 30, and Simon won Best New Artist at the same ceremony. Her second album, Anticipation, came in November of that same year. Like its predecessor, the album peaked at number 30, and its lead single, also titled Anticipation, became a significant hit. It reached number 3 at Easy Listening Radio and number 13 on Billboard's Pop Singles chart, and earned Simon a second nomination for Best Female Pop Vocal Performance, at the 15th Annual Grammy Awards. It subsequently became notable in popular culture for its use in a variety of commercials to market the ketchup of the H.J. Heinz Company. The single was written in 15 minutes while Simon waited for Cat Stevens to pick her up for a date. The pair had become romantically involved shortly after Simon had opened for Stevens at LA's Troubadour around the time her debut album was released. The next single release, Legend in Your Own Time, made a more modest impact on the charts, peaking at number 50 on the Pop Singles and number 11 on the Easy Listening. Simon scored the biggest success of her career from 1972 to 1973, with You're So Vain. It hit number 1 on the U.S. pop and adult contemporary charts, and sold over 1 million copies in the United States alone. It was one of the decade's biggest hits and propelled Simon's breakthrough album No Secrets to number 1 on the U.S. album charts, where it stayed for 5 consecutive weeks. The album achieved a gold status that year, and by its 25th anniversary in 1997, it had been certified platinum. You're So Vain received Grammy Award nominations for Record of the Year, Song of the Year, and Best Pop Vocal Performance, Female. Additionally, in 2008, it was listed at number 72 on the Billboard Hot 100's list of the top 100 songs from the chart's first 50 years, August 1958 through July 2008. On August 23, 2014, the UK official charts company gave it the accolade of Ultimate Song of the 1970s. The follow-up single, The Right Thing to Do, was another sizable hit later in 1973, reaching number 4 on the adult contemporary chart and number 17 on the pop chart. That same year, Simon performed on Lee Clayton's album Lee Clayton & Co. sang on the song New York Suite 409 and on Livingston Taylor's album Over the Rainbow and sang with both Livingston and his famous brother, James Taylor on the songs Loving to Be My New Horizon and Pretty Woman. In 1974, Simon followed the smash No Secrets album with Hotcakes, which became an instant hit, reaching number 3 on Billboard's album chart and was certified gold. Hotcakes included 2 top 10 singles, Mockingbird, a duet with James Taylor that peaked at number 5 on Billboard's pop singles chart, and Haven't Got Time for the Pain, which hit number 2 on Billboard's adult contemporary chart. The same year, Simon provided vocals on Tom Rush's album Ladies Love Outlaws and co-sang with Rush on No Regrets and as a backup on Claim on Me. In 1975, Elektra released her first greatest hits album, The Best of Carly Simon. This became Simon's all-time best-selling disc, and eventually reached triple platinum status in the United States. Playing Possum was a top 10 album, and garnered a successful top 40 single Attitude Dancing and 2 other charting singles, but its racy album cover, which depicts Simon wearing only a black negligee and knee-high black boots, generated controversy. In 1991, Rolling Stone ranked it number 20 on their list of the 100 greatest album covers. Another Passenger produced only one charting single on the Billboard Pop Singles chart, It Keeps You Runnin', written by Michael McDonald of the Doobie Brothers, which peaked just outside the top 40, at number 46, and the second single, Half a Chance, only charted on the adult contemporary chart. In 1977, Simon had an international hit with the million-selling gold single Nobody Does It Better, the theme of the James Bond film The Spy Who Loved Me. The song, her second biggest U.S. hit after You're So Vain, was 1977's biggest adult contemporary hit, where it held number 1 for 7 straight weeks. The single peaked one step behind Debbie Boone's mega hit You Light Up My Life on Billboard's Pop Singles chart from October 22 to November 5, 1977, and received Grammy nominations for Song of the Year and Best Pop Vocal Performance, Female. Simon's career took another upward swing in 1978 with the hit album Boys in the Trees. The album produced 2 top 40 singles, the jazzy and sensual You Belong to Me, which hit the top 10 on both the pop and adult contemporary charts, and Devoted to You, a duet with James Taylor. Boys in the Trees was a major success and returned Simon to platinum album status in the U.S. You Belong to Me later earned Simon yet another Grammy nomination for Best Pop Vocal Performance, Female. She was featured on the front covers of People and Rolling Stone magazines that spring. In 1979, Simon released her last album for Elektra, entitled Spy. The album's sales were a disappointment, peaking at only number 45 on the Pop Albums chart, although a hard-edged single from the album, Vengeance, became a modest hit and received airplay in the U.S. album rock stations, and peaked at number 48 on the Pop Singles chart. Vengeance earned Simon a Grammy nomination for Best Rock Vocal Performance, Female in early 1980, the first year to feature the new category. In 1980, Simon signed with Elektra's sibling label Warner Brothers. Records and released her 9th studio album, Come Upstairs. In Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, during a show to promote the album, Simon collapsed on stage from exhaustion. She subsequently performed considerably less throughout the 1980s. From that album, Simon scored another million-selling U.S. gold single with the hit Jessie, which peaked at number 11 and remained on the charts for nearly 6 months. In 1990, Simon released 2 albums, her second standards album My Romance, and an album of original material Have You Seen Me Lately? In addition to the title track, the album also featured a major number 4 adult contemporary chart hit with Better Not Tell Her, Simon's biggest hit of the 1990s. In 1992, Simon wrote the music for the Nora Ephron film This Is My Life, which included the song Love of My Life, a number 16 adult contemporary hit. In 1993, she contributed the song in the wee small hours of the morning to the film Sleepless in Seattle and recorded the same song in combination with Guess I'll Hang My Tears Out to Dry with Frank Sinatra for his album Duets. Simon continued to write and record music for films, and wrote the theme songs to several more movies. These included Two Little Sisters from 1996's Marvin's Room, and In Two Straight Lines from 1998's Madeline. In 1997 saw the release of Simon's third standards album, Film Noir, recorded in collaboration with Jimmy Webb, for which she was nominated for the Grammy Award for Best Traditional Pop Vocal Performance. In 2001, Simon performed on Son of a Gun with Janet Jackson on Jackson's album All For You. The song was released as a single and peaked at number 28 on the Billboard Hot 100. She also contributed backup vocals on two songs, Don't Turn Away and East of Eden, for Mindy Jostin's 2001 album Blue Stories. In the spring of 2004, Simon released her fourth greatest hits album, the single-disc Reflections, Carly Simon's Greatest Hits. The album was a great commercial success, peaking at number 22 on the Billboard charts, and remaining on the chart for 19 weeks. On March 2, 2007, the album was certified gold by the RIAA. In 2005, she released her fourth album of standards, titled Moonlight Serenade. A surprise hit, it reached number 7 on the Billboard album charts, her highest charting album since Boys in the Trees, and she was nominated for the Grammy Award for Best Traditional Pop Vocal Album. In 2007, Simon released her fifth album of covers, a collection of soothing songs and lullabies called Into White for Columbia Records. The album continued Simon's recently rejuvenated high chart profile and became Billboard's Hot Shot debut, entering the chart at number 13. Simon married fellow singer-songwriter James Taylor on November 3, 1972. They had two children, Sarah Sally Maria Taylor and Benjamin Ben Simon Taylor, both of whom are musicians and political activists. Simon married James Hart, a writer, poet, and businessman, on December 23, 1987. The couple divorced in 2007. Simon underwent a mastectomy, chemotherapy, and reconstructive surgery for breast cancer during 1997 and 1998. There had been a lump in her breast for several years, but her doctors had advised against surgery.